In this video, what we're going to do is we're going to multiply out double brackets, but one bracket has three terms. And I'm actually just going to pick some past paper questions just to show you how to do them, and they're worth about 3 marks or so. Okay, so in the last video we did double brackets using the grid method, but there was only 2 terms in it. But this one there's going to be 3 terms. So here's a past paper question that I'm just going to throw up and we'll show you how to do it. You've actually got the tools already to do this. It's just a matter of applying a bit of common sense to what you already know. Okay, so we're asked to expand that out, or multiply out the brackets, expand out, evaluate. All these words mean the same thing. And we've got to collect the like terms at the end, tidy it all up. Okay, it's worth about 3 marks in your exam. So to multiply out double brackets, then we use the grid method. Now, just to keep it nice and simple, the one with the 3 terms, we're going to put along the top. So draw our grid, and we've got x squared minus 4x plus 1. Now it doesn't matter, we could have put that down the side, but it's tidier to have the longer bracket along the top. It just makes it a wee bit neater. And the first bracket, 2x plus 3 down here. Well, if you've looked at the last video, you know how to multiply out the grid. Well, it's just the same, it's just a wee bit bigger, this grid. So 2x times x squared gives me 2x cubed. 2x multiplied by minus 4x gives me minus 8x squared. And 2x times 1 gives me 2x. Okay. Then 3 times all the bit at the top, well that's just 3x squared minus 12x plus 3. Okay, now if you keep it in a nice order, right, the bigger powers at the front and going back in descending order, then it will tidy up nice. So if it does tidy up, it will tidy up diagonal. And this is the way to do these questions. Keep it in a nice order and everything works through quite straightforwardly. Okay, just to let you know, in the exam you get 1 mark for this and you get 1 mark for that. Your final mark is to write it all out and tidy it up. Okay, so let's work it through. We've got 2x cubed. Now this can tidy up, the x squared can tidy up. That gives me minus 5x squared. The 2x minus 12x is minus 10x. I've got a plus 3 at the end. And that's your 3rd mark. And that's how easy a question is at National 5. I would say this is a banker question in terms of you need to be getting these ones right to pass National 5. Comes up every year. Very straightforward if you've practiced it, and can't really go wrong. This is a method to use. There is other methods out there, but the SQA tell us that the grid method is the best way of doing this. Less people get it wrong using the grid method. Any other method, they see a lot of mistakes. Okay, here's another one. Again, it's a past paper question. Looks quite similar actually. 2x plus 3 at the beginning, and x squared minus 4x plus 1. Just going to check, I think that's the same question as we just did. It is, it's exactly the same question, so I won't do that one. Let's get another one. Okay, I'm looking for one with 3 terms in it. It's not always 3 terms that come up, but we'll do the ones with the 3 terms. So here's one. X minus 4 bracket x squared plus x minus 2. Okay. So, grid. X squared plus x minus 2. Remember, the longer bracket goes along the top just to keep it nice and neat, and then you've got an x minus multiply it out, x cubed plus x squared minus 2x. Okay, that's just that times that gives me that times that gives me that times that gives me that. And then negative 4 times all the top bit, so minus 4x squared minus 4x and plus 8. Remember, as I said before, 1 mark for that, 1 mark for that in your exam, and then tidying up. Now, again, because we've got the nice order, highest powers first, working backwards, tidies up. Okay, always tidies up diagonal if it does tidy up, if you brought it in order. X cubed minus 4x squared plus x squared is minus 3x squared minus 6x, times up, minus 2x minus another 4x, and a plus 8 at the end. That's your third mark. Finished. Nice and easy. Let's see if we can find any more for you. That's all the ones I can find at National 5 for the last couple of years. Other ones were only two brackets with 2 terms. Won't do those ones since this video is to do with the 3 terms. So let me go back a wee bit further. We'll look at Intermediate 2. Now Intermediate 2 and National 5 are very, very similar. So a lot of the questions are all roughly the same. So let's see what we can find. Yeah, here's a question. X minus 3 in the bracket. X squared plus 4x minus 1. Okay, so just before we do this one, you will always get at National 5 a multiplying out of brackets. Hopefully it'll be this type because nice and easy. Even easier type, I suppose, are when it's just 2 terms. 2 terms there, 2 terms there, and multiplying them out. They're even easier. But you want this one because it's worth 3 marks. So, grid. X squared plus 4x minus 1, x minus 3. So that bracket goes down here, the longer bracket along the top. Working it through, you can see how easy and how quick this is once you get the hang of it. That's my top row, remember that's up with a mark. My next row, minus 3x squared minus 12x plus 3, there's my other mark. And then because again we've got it in order, tidies up diagonal. So final answer, x cubed. X squareds can tidy up, that'll give me an x squared. That'll give me minus 13x plus 3. A third mark. Final answer. Okay, I think I'll do another 2. I'm not going to go through every single question that's come up in a previous past paper. We'll just pick a couple more to do, I think. Okay. Next one. Quite like this one. This has got more terms in it in terms of numbers, coefficients. So again, with 3 marks, your grid. Longer bracket along the top. Shorter bracket down the side. And start to multiply out the first row. So that's going to give me 3x cubed plus 6x squared minus 18x. Minus 5 times the top gives me minus 5x squared. Next bit gives me minus 10x. And next bit gives me plus 30. Okay, 1 mark for that, 1 mark for that. We've got it in order, so we're tidying up diagonal. 3x cubed plus x squared minus 28x plus 30. Okay, and that's your third mark. We're very quick, it should take you about a minute in the exam to do these type of things. Right, one more. Let's look at this one. 3x squared plus 2 x squared plus 5x plus 1 grid, x squared plus 5x plus 1, 3x plus 2. Now you might want to pause the video and have a wee go yourself and then play the video again. It's up to yourself. So here we go. First row, 3x cubed plus 15x squared plus 3x. 2 times the top part, so that's easy, 2x squared plus 10x plus 2. There's your first mark in exam, second mark in your exam, and your tidy up final mark, 3x cubed. That's 3 times x cubed. Diagonals, remember, because you put it in a nice order, keep it nice and neat. 17x squared plus 13x squared. Oh, sorry, not x squared, just 13x, because it's not squared, so it's just x's. The last bit plus 2. Final mark. Quite an easy one. It was all just all positives there, so they made that nice and easy for you. Okay, that's a nice easy one. And that's you. Okay. If you want to find any more past paper questions or just practice on these things, mathsrevision.com, National 5, scroll down and look for multiplying out brackets.